Hey everyone, it's Mr. Weaver from Helen Tyson Middle School, and today we are going to learn the baritone part to the fight song or Washington and Lee's Swing. So there are several things I want to look at very quickly before we get to counting and playing. And the first one is, if you look up here in the top left corner, you will see our time signature. Our time signature is 2/4, which means that there are two beats in a measure and the quarter note gets the beat. And right next to it is our key signature. We have two flats, which are B flat and E flat. So if we see any A's, that means that we are going to be playing second valve A naturals. All right, the first big concept I want us to look at is our different types of accents. You can see right here we have our marcato accent, which means that note is going to be played louder than the notes surrounding it. If you keep going, you'll see some staccato accents, which means that those notes are going to be separated from each other. Right here in measure 4, we have a housetop, which means we're going to put a lot of emphasis on that note. And then right here, we have slurs, which means that we're not going to tongue and we're going to lean into that next note. And the last thing I want to look at before we get to counting and playing would be our different accidentals. So right here, you can see in measure 7, we have G flat. G flat and F sharp are the same note, so those will be played 2 and 3. If we keep going on, you can see here in measure 11 that we have a G sharp, which means that it is the same as A flat, so first valve. We have B natural here in measure 12, 1 and 2. Another G flat, 2 and 3. B natural, 1 and 2. A different one right here, C sharp, which is the same as D flat above the staff, so that is second valve. And then we can just keep going on. G flat here, 2 and 3. B natural, 1 and 2. B natural, 1 and 2. F sharp, like we said, is the same as G flat, so 2 and 3. And then that should take you through the rest of the piece. So the song says that a quarter note is going to be at 138 to 144 beats. We are going to do it under tempo at 115. So let's start by counting. We will start in measure 2. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, a 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, and now we are going to play it, still under tempo at 115, starting in measure 2. And 1, 2, ready. All right, happy practicing.